everybody, hope you're well. If you haven't gathered by the intro, this video is all about this. The Fafrees F20 Pro folding e-bike. We'll go back to the cottage in a bit and we'll just check to see if it fits in back of the camper van. I'm sure it will. So it's a folding e-bike. What would you use it for? Well, it's one of those all-rounders again. So I've just been doing these gravel tracks on it, no problem whatsoever. Commuting to work, putting in back of your camper van, having on your boat, taking with your caravan, putting in back of the car at the weekend, coming out into the countryside for a cycle, popping to the shops. Has this pad on the back, which I think is supposed to give people a lift, or if you're from Yorkshire, a croggy. But there's no footrest with it. I'd probably take this off and put a rack on it. Put panniers on the rack, which are fittable, and use it for your shopping. But if you've got a little kid and you can put some brackets on and make it safer, you probably use that as it is. It's very well made. I like the imitation leather fittings. It's got front suspension, no rear suspension, but it's very well sprung in this seat, which is super spongy and springs underneath. Aluminium frame, as I say, folding, and this is undoubtedly the easiest bike I've ever put together. Let's just pop back to the cottage and show you how it was delivered and how it went together. Let's show you what's in the box and how it goes together. Looks well boxed. And we've got a gift box. What's in our gift box? Ooh, inner tube, spanner set, some spare pads. Charger with a UK plug, good to see, and folding pedals. Well, definitely well packaged. Looks like a relatively straightforward assemble. I'll only use the tools that it comes with, and I won't read the instructions, so it can't be that bad, can it? So in the box, the free gift, you get the inner tube, a reflector, multi-tool, set of pads, some valve caps, 2 different size fuses, a keyring. It also comes with a service note, which has an email for their service department, and various other bits of information, a user manual in lots of different languages. But it looks good. It's got the instructions for the display, and it also has pictures and a description for the assembly. Folding pedals we saw, and as I say, UK plug for the charger. That looks like an easy assembly. Both the wheels are already in, mud guards are in. It might be just to unfold it and put the pedals on. Definitely was the easiest assembly I've ever done. It is just folded up and you slide the handlebars in. The only thing that needs fitting is the pedals, and it's good to see the crank arms have got left and right on and the direction of travel, so you've just got to be careful you get the right pedal into the right side. Well packaged, can't see any scratches or any marks. Definitely wins the easiest and fastest assembly of a bike. Why don't they all do that? The pedals, can you see that? The pedals are labelled as well, and the direction of travel to fit them. One thing I've noticed on this, it comes with a throttle, which gives you full power, which is not legal in the UK. So it's been disconnected here. But I would probably advise, if you don't want to get problems with the police, you actually take that off. Just unscrews from underneath, but you can disconnect it there. It is a 250 watt motor and it is stamped. I've not seen before. It comes with this Velcro strap that goes around the back of wheel. So when you fold the bike up, this keeps the back end together, stop it unfolding, which is a good idea. I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's a bright display. It's quite sunny today and I've still got the sticker over the display, which probably didn't help. Lots of adjustment on the handlebars and seat on this. reasonable quiet motor, and you can ghost pedal this. And what I mean by that is, if you just start to turn your legs without actually putting any effort in, so I'm putting no effort in whatsoever, but the bike's moving along, because the sensor on the crank, or on the motor in this case, will be feeling that the pedals are turning, which gives an indication to kick the motor in. So you can cycle this as a ghost cycle, effortless. Coping very well with these tracks. It's one of our normal test areas. And it's got front suspension that's lockable, that's doing fine on these gravel tracks. There's no rear suspension, but the springs in the seats are very comfy indeed. These standard Shimano gears, and I've said this so many times now on different bikes, most of them have the same gears. I've never had a problem out the box, they've always worked, and as you can see, straight up and down the gears, no problem. So let's do the standard brake test, and I've said this again many times, these are cable brakes, but they're cable disc brakes, and they are more than adequate for this, and so easy to fix if you have a problem. So here we go, we're at 15 miles an hour, nothing wrong with that, you won't want anything more. And if you damage the brake lever, damage a cable, the cables are a couple of quid, they're so easy to fix. If there was hydraulic, you'd probably need to take it to a shop or buy a bleeding kit, and they're awful to bleed. So these are more than adequate. My hill test. This is a steep little hill. No problem at all. I can make my way through the thistles. Hopefully you can see this, but there's 3 power settings, and you go up and down the power settings, and there's noticeably different between the 3 different settings. And if you want the lights on, you press and hold the positive button. When the lights come on, it dims the screen so it's not too bright in the night for you. Then you press it again, it goes off again, and the screen comes bright again. So lengthwise, I would say about 32 inches. Height wise, about the same actually, 32 inches. Width wise, (14 inches with the seat in. It would be a couple of inches narrower without the seat out. Will it fit in the van? I'm sure it will. Yes, it will. Even with all my junking. If I took the seat out, it'd be a lot narrower, and if I didn't have everything else in there, obviously it'd be a lot better. But it fits in there alright. Could strap that down. So it comes with a little bell hidden in there, which is nice. These leather effect palm grips, which are very comfy, they're quite spongy. Cable disc brakes. So easy to work on those and very efficient. These are cast aluminium wheels, they're not plastic. 20-inch wheels and 3 inches wide tyre. Front light, metal mudguards. Front forks that are lockable. It's a folding bike, as we say, so you fold it down here and you can slide the handlebars up and down. You can also rotate the bars here with that clamp, very adjustable. This is a UK bike, but as you will see, it does have a throttle on, but I've just disconnected that here. Standard Shimano gears, never had a problem with them. Very low step through as well. All aluminium frame. Brake light and backlight, runs off both brakes and off the main battery. Easy to access battery, so it's locked in with a key. With this bike, use the key to turn the bike on, and then you can push it again the other way and it undoes this pin here to pull the battery out. which makes it super easy because the seat lifts up and you can just slide the battery out to take into your office or into home to charge it, and you slide it back in like that and lock it into place with a key. But you can also charge it in the bike as well. When it's switched on, it has an indicator on there as well to show you how much power's in the battery when it's out the bike. There's the cover for charging it up at the top out the way to keep the dirt out of it. It's got a cover that clicks into place. Plenty of adjustment on that seat. And there's those big springs that make it comfy. As I say, it comes with this rack fitted, but this pad on the back, which makes it look quite trendy. But there's no foot pegs or anywhere to carry a pillion if you wanted to do that. But that just unscrews, and obviously the rack stays in place and you can fit a basket, panniers and various other bits and pieces. Folding pedals, which is good to see. That helps save space, even if you're keeping it upright, not folded as a full bike. When you're putting it into a space, it reduces the space. Likewise, we've just been able to fold the handlebars down, but obviously helps it as well when it's fully folded down. If you ever have gears that start to slip, don't start messing with the screws, just tighten this cable. It's like all cables, they stretch after a while. Like we see on many of these bikes, seen it so many times, and that's good enough to be seen by, but the big reflector on there as well, and the big bulbous lens, makes it good enough to cycle by with in the dark as well. Range on this, it says in the information between just over 40 to 50 miles, and that obviously depends on what setting you have it on, if it's on level ground, what gear you're in, how heavy you are. But it's got a decent sized battery, as you've seen in the specs below. This is obviously in the matte black, which I think looks quite nice, but they also do some very shiny metallic ones as well now. All the links will be in the description, and any offers and discount codes will also be in there. To use it, switch it on with a key. Up here, press the button and the display comes on, and this display gives you your speed. You can have this in miles or you can have it in kilometers. Gives you trip, your distance, how far you've done maximum. Now these bikes are, if you're in another country or you're using it off-road, not UK legal, but you can unlock them. And there's some videos on there, if you Google it you'll be able to see how you can unlock these. But this is completely a legal bike if you disconnect the throttle and it comes set to the legal limits in the UK. And the rear hub motor is clearly stamped that it's a UK bike as well. So completely fold this up, nice and easy. Folding pedals, as we say. You need to get rid of the adjustable stand. You can push the seat right down. These bars move right down. There's measurements on there if you want to remember your settings. You can rotate these if you want them out the way. There's a safety clamp on here that you undo. The bars fall down. Safety clamp on there you undo, and you simply fold the bike in half and it'll stand on its own bracket. So it folds down quite neatly. You could actually, or it wouldn't make any difference, I was going to say you could pull the seat out, but I think the bars are the highest point when it's folded up. Did come with a strap actually that goes across the wheels to keep it folded up, which I liked. So nice and easy to fold up, easy to put together. So putting it back, unfolding it, it's just the same but in reverse. So as I start to put this back together, that just leaves me to say thanks for watching. All the information for this bike and any offers, discount codes or anything else will be in the description. And I do update these, so if you're watching this sometime in advance, I will probably have updated it if they've sent me the information. That just leaves me to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Off for a little ride.